It can pick you up and cool you off, and when it's for real, it can wipe the slate clean. You may never cure cancer, but at least it can take the edge off of radiation therapy. Odd thoughts make the world a better place. Odd thoughts can turn a shitty bachelor apartment into an elaborate palace. The ability to stretch what is ordinary into something better and see through what we are instructed to know is the hokey pokey. It's what it's all about. You put your left foot in, you take your left foot out. You put your left foot in, you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around, and that's what it's all about. That's all life is. It's an opportunity to present something, anything, to the world, and then shake it about and withdraw it from the proceedings. You put something out there for the crowd, and then you take it back again. Whether or not the crowd gets it is irrelevant. If they enjoy what you shook about for them, then hooray for you. But if they yawn or shrug their shoulders or tell you to go home or go fuck yourself, life is the hokey pokey. Where you go after this life wraps up is beyond our control. Where you were before this life, as far as I can tell, even for moderate investigation, is non-retraceable. You put your right hand in, you take your right hand out, you put your right hand in, you shake it all about, you do the hokey pokey, you turn yourself around, and that is what it's all about. You're born, you do your thing, you check out. And that's all there is. Everything else that people tell you about life and death is smoke and mirrors, it's window dressing, George Lucas, industrial light and magic special effects. This is what I shake about. Some people make cars, some people make laws, other people make deals or they make messes. A few make the world a better place, but we usually kill those people, and we usually do so in a public place. Jesus, Gandhi, Martin Luther King, many others were publicly executed to make more room for mediocrity. Well, Martin Luther King was in a hotel, but you get my point. The important thing is that they were killed, isn't that they were killed, but rather that they shook all about what they were given. They shook it all about and turned themselves around, and that's what, as I said earlier, that is what it's all about. Don't get lost in the empty ocean of philosophy. It offers no solace and it drowns all of its children. Don't hand over your intuition and decision making to an organized religion. Put your whole self in. Take your whole self out. Put your whole self in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey, you turn yourself around, and that's what it's all about. You get it? Your whole life, your whole self has to go into it. You can start just by putting your left hand in and then your right hand, but eventually you have to throw your whole self into your own life. Your life is the hokey pokey. Nobody else can throw you into the mix because you have to do that. You have to put yourself into your own life. That's what the hokey pokey is. You're out and then you're in and then it's over. And don't count on politicians or lawyers to turn it all around. In fact, avoid politicians and lawyers as much as possible because their sole purpose in life is to elevate expectations and then put people to death. Lawyers and politicians have put to death more people than all the rest of the people on the planet. Do the math. Hitler, George Bush, 1 and 2, Joseph Stalin, Pol Pot, Harry S. Truman murdered more people than all the Ted Bundys and Charles Mansons put together. Lawyers are just politicians in training, and policy is just an imaginary wall, and some choose to believe that it's there. All laws and all ideas change. All laws are temporary. Just ask Native Americans, Persians, Palestinians, or the rest who were on top, and they got knocked off with ferocity by the next guy that just had to throw their whole self in, take their whole self out into the world and overthrow the kings and queens and guillotines they used to frighten the peasants. Rules, like all made man's distraction, are there to slow people down from doing the hokey pokey. Interfere is your worst enemy. Do the hokey pokey. Turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.